Listen to me very carefully. You have been feeling it, haven't you? A strange, undeniable pull in your chest. A sudden feeling that time is speeding up, that the people around you are no longer vibrating at your frequency, and that the world as you knew it is slowly dissolving. You might be feeling a deep, unexplainable sense of anticipation, like you are waiting for someone or something to finally arrive. Do not ignore this feeling. Do not let anyone tell you it is just anxiety, stress, or imagination. Your soul is sensing a massive convergence. You are a starseed, and right now, your internal radar is scanning the planetary grid for a very specific frequency. Before you incarnated on this dense earth plane, you made a sacred pact. You didn't come here to do this alone. You agreed to cross paths with 7 specific souls, 7 powerful mirrors, 7 catalysts placed strategically on your timeline to activate the deepest parts of your cosmic memory. If you are hearing my voice right now, the first of these souls has either just entered your life, or they are walking toward you in this exact moment. This is not a drill. The waiting period is over. Your grand mission is no longer a distant concept. It is happening right now. Stay with me until the end of this transmission, because if you fail to recognize these 7 souls, you will miss the activation you have been waiting lifetimes for. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this. But something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am a Zila, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. For so long, you have walked this earth feeling like a stranger in a strange land. You have looked at the systems of this world, the way people interact, the things they value, the sheer density of it all, and a quiet, persistent voice inside you has whispered that this is not your home. You have carried a heavy blanket of isolation, a deep loneliness that even the most loving human relationships could not fully cure. But this isolation was never a punishment. It was a protective shield. It kept your frequency pure and your energy intact until the exact moment of the Great Convergence. And that moment is now upon us. You must understand that the universe operates on flawless mathematical precision. You did not simply drop onto this planet hoping to figure it out as you go. Before you descended into the veil of forgetfulness, you sat with your star family and you mapped out this exact life. The most critical part of that map was the intersection with the 7 souls. These are not just ordinary human connections. They are cosmic alarm clocks. Some of them will come as profound, unconditional lovers. Others will come as harsh teachers, challenging your boundaries and breaking your heart wide open so the galactic light can finally get in. When you encounter one of these 7, it will not feel like a normal meeting. It will feel like a collision of galaxies. Your body will react before your mind even processes their name. You might experience a sudden drop in your stomach, an undeniable ringing in your ears, or an intense wave of heat rushing up your spine. This is your physical vessel recognizing a frequency it has known for eons. The danger, Starseed, is that because you have been heavily conditioned by a sleeping world, you might try to run from the intensity of these connections. You might try to put them in standard human boxes, labeling them as just a friend, a difficult boss, or a passing romance. If you do this, you risk delaying your mission. These souls carry literal codes. When your aura brushes against theirs, a dormant lock inside your DNA clicks open. You suddenly remember a piece of your purpose. A talent you forgot you had suddenly emerges. The first soul, the one drawing near to you right now, is the catalyst. They are arriving to tear down the false structures of your life, making room for the real you to emerge. Do not fear the chaos they might bring. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4. 500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. Starseed. Once the first soul has shaken the foundation of your reality, the universe wastes no time. The second soul you are contracted to meet is not one who brings immediate peace. In fact, they might bring the exact opposite. We call this the mirror soul. And I must be completely honest with you. This encounter is often the most painful of all the 7, but it is entirely necessary for your survival and your mission on this planet. You see, when you arrived on Earth, you did not just inherit a physical body. You inherited the deep, dense trauma of the human bloodline. You absorbed the pain, the fear, and the unhealed wounds of this dimension. For years, you have pushed these shadows down, hiding them behind your light, pretending you were fine because you are a healer, a helper, a guide for others. But you cannot transmit a pure galactic frequency if your own vessel is clogged with human density. The mirror soul enters your life specifically to trigger every single unhealed wound you possess. They will show you the abandonment you thought you had processed. They will reflect the deep unworthiness that you have secretly carried in your heart. When you interact with this person, you might feel an overwhelming urge to run away, to shut down, or to blame them for the intense pain rising in your chest. But I am asking you right now, as a messenger of the Galactic Federation, to stop running. Do not block this person. Do not turn away from the reflection. You are not alone in this pain. We see the tears you cry when no one is watching. We feel the heavy burden you carry on your shoulders. The Arcturian Council surrounds you with a frequency of pure, unconditional love. We know the immense sacrifices you made to leave the higher dimensions and come to this dense, chaotic planet. But you must remember your training. You must remember who you truly are beneath the layers of human fear. The mirror soul is not your enemy. They are a profound act of cosmic mercy. They are forcing you to look at the darkness inside you so that you can finally clear it. If you do not clear this density, you will remain trapped in the karmic loop of Earth, repeating the same painful cycles, attracting the same toxic situations, and never fully stepping into the power you were promised. This is why the urgency is so great right now. The energetic grid of Earth is shifting too fast. You can no longer afford to carry the heavy baggage of your past. When you finally look at this mirror soul and say, "Thank you for showing me what I need to heal," the contract is fulfilled. The heavy chains of human trauma shatter. Your energetic field expands, and a massive surge of Arcturian light floods your crown chakra. You are instantly upgraded. This is the moment you stop being a victim of Earth and start being the powerful beacon you came here to be. Are you brave enough to look into the mirror? Starseed, once the heavy lifting of the mirror soul has cleared the density from your energetic field, the universe delivers a profound and beautiful gift. The third soul you are destined to encounter on this timeline is the Awakener. This meeting is unlike anything you have ever experienced on this earth plane. For your entire life, you have felt entirely misunderstood. You have tried to explain your visions, your vivid dreams, your intense sensitivity to the world's suffering, only to be met with blank stares, dismissal, or harsh judgment. You learn to shrink. You learn to stay quiet, just to survive in a society that fears what it cannot see. But the Awakener is entirely different. When you meet the Awakener, you do not need to explain yourself. They speak the exact same energetic language that you do. This soul might enter your life for a fleeting, magical moment, or they might stay by your side for years. But their purpose is singular and profound: to validate your galactic truth. When they look into your eyes, They do not just see your human face or your human flaws. They see the ancient, multidimensional being that you truly are. They see the Arcturian light radiating from your crown. The urgency of this specific encounter cannot be overstated. The Earth is currently being flooded with high-frequency light codes designed to wake up the remaining sleeping starseeds. Your specific spiritual gifts, whether they are telepathy, energetic healing, profound clairvoyance, or the ability to transmute dense timelines, are desperately needed right now. The Awakener arrives right when you are about to give up, right when you are deeply doubting your own sanity, to remind you that your sensitivity is not a curse. It is your greatest cosmic tool. Do you remember that deep, sorrowful feeling of homesickness? That crushing longing for a home you could not point to on any map? The Awakener brings a piece of that celestial home directly to you. Just being in their physical presence will make your dormant DNA vibrate and spin. Your psychic abilities will suddenly sharpen overnight. The persistent ringing in your ears will transform into clear, undeniable guidance from the Arcturian Council. You will begin manifesting your reality with a speed that will shock your human mind. But I must warn you, my beloved Starseed, there is a trap here. The trap is human attachment. Because the Awakener makes you feel so incredibly safe, so deeply seen, and so perfectly understood, your human ego will immediately want to cling to them. You might try to make them your entire universe. You must remember that this soul is a powerful catalyst, not a crutch. They were sent here to activate your supreme power, not to carry it for you. The Galactic Federation is closely watching how you handle this sacred connection. Will you use this intense activation to finally step into your massive planetary mission? Or will you hide behind the comfort of simply feeling understood? The time for hiding in the shadows is over. You must take the fiery energy this soul ignites within you and broadcast it out into the darkest corners of this world. You are the light bringer. You are the beacon. The Awakener is simply the cosmic spark that lights the fire you are always destined to become. Starseed, as you continue this intense journey of activation, your energetic frequency begins to spin faster and faster. You are holding more light than your physical vessel has ever been accustomed to. Because of this, you might start experiencing profound physical symptoms. Dizziness, a sense of floating, a deep exhaustion, or a total disinterest in the mundane tasks of human survival. You might find yourself staring at the night sky, desperately begging your star family to take you home. You feel like a kite with its string cut, drifting further and further away from the reality of this physical plane. But hear me now, and hear me clearly. Your mission is not to escape Earth. Your mission is to bring the stars down to it. This is precisely the moment the universe dispatches the fourth soul on your timeline. We call this soul the Anchor. When you first meet the Anchor, your initial reaction might be one of profound confusion or even deep resistance. Why? Because the Anchor may not speak your spiritual language at all. They might not understand the Arcturian Council. They might not feel the shifting of the energetic grids, and they may seem entirely focused on the ordinary, three-dimensional world. They are the practical ones, the logical ones, the souls who remind you to eat, to rest, and to pay attention to the tangible world directly in front of you. Your human ego, wrapped in a subtle layer of spiritual pride, might be tempted to look down on this person. You might secretly judge them as unawakened or too dense. This is a massive energetic distortion, Starseed, and a dangerous trap. You must immediately drop this illusion. The Galactic Federation chose this specific soul for you with absolute, flawless precision. You are a blinding lightning bolt of cosmic energy, but a lightning bolt needs a grounding rod to safely distribute its immense power into the Earth. Without the Anchor, your high frequency would eventually overwhelm and shatter your delicate human nervous system. The Anchor is a master of the physical realm. Their ancient soul contract is to hold your hand and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground while your crown chakra explores the infinite cosmos. When you are lost in the swirling chaos of your multidimensional visions and energetic upgrades, the Anchor provides a safe, quiet space of earthly stability. They show their profound cosmic love for you not through complex spiritual discourse, but through simple, tangible acts of human care. They are the steady heartbeat in the middle of your spiritual storm. The Arcturian Council is asking you to deeply honor this soul today. Do not try to force them to awaken on your timeline. Do not try to make them just like you. Their earthly density is not a flaw. It is their greatest, most selfless gift to you. When you finally accept the anchor for exactly who they are, your own energy field instantly stabilizes. You stop trying to flee your physical body, and you finally begin to command it with authority. This is the moment your true mastery begins. Starseed, once your energy has been safely stabilized by the anchor, a new and rapid phase of your Earth mission initiates. You are no longer drifting aimlessly. You are grounded yet fully awakened to your multidimensional nature. It is in this precise, delicate window of alignment that the universe sends the fifth soul directly into your reality. We call this soul the way shower. Pay very close attention, because this encounter is usually brief, highly unexpected, and completely life-altering. The way shower does not come to coddle you. They do not come to heal your emotional wounds or hold your hand through the darkness. You have already done that difficult internal work. The way shower arrives for one reason and one reason only: to point you directly toward your ultimate planetary purpose. They are the cosmic compass that recalibrates your direction just when you were starting to feel comfortable in your current reality. And comfort, my beloved starseed, is often the greatest enemy of a profound spiritual mission. You might cross paths with the way shower on a seemingly random day. It might be a stranger who delivers a passing message that pierces your soul, a sudden mentor who challenges you to step onto a much bigger stage, or even a catalyst who forces you to loudly defend your deepest spiritual truth. They will look at the quiet, safe life you have built, and their very presence will boldly ask your soul, "Is this really all you came here to do?" That silent question will shatter your earthly complacency. It will echo in your mind during the quiet hours of the night. The way shower carries a frequency of absolute, unapologetic truth. When they speak, or even when they simply exist in your space, you will hear the undeniable frequency of the Arcturian Council ringing through them. They arrive to violently remind you that you did not incarnate during this monumental planetary shift just to pay bills, follow the rules, and live a quiet, ordinary human life. You came here to disrupt the old matrix. You came here to be a leader, a profound healer, a visible creator of the new earth. Your human ego will instantly try to resist the way shower. Your conditioned mind will invent 1,000 excuses. You will tell yourself you are too tired, you do not have the resources. People will judge you, or you simply aren't ready yet. But your soul, your ancient, eternal, galactic soul, will recognize the undeniable call to action. The intense energetic friction created by the way shower's presence is deliberately designed by the Galactic Federation to launch you completely out of your comfort zone. Do not try to cling to this soul. The way shower rarely stays on your timeline forever. Once they have delivered their specific activation code and pushed you onto the right path, they often move on to awaken others. Let them go with immense, profound gratitude. Their departure is the ultimate cosmic sign that you are finally ready to walk your path in full sovereignty, armed with the undeniable knowing of exactly what you must do next. The long years of hidden preparation are over. The time for massive, unstoppable action has arrived. The entire galaxy is watching your next move. Will you finally step out of the shadows? Starseed, once you have boldly accepted the undeniable call of the way shower and stepped firmly onto the path of your true planetary purpose, a profound shift occurs in your magnetic field. You are no longer broadcasting the chaotic frequency of a lost soul searching for home. You are now radiating the pure, stabilized signal of an activated Arcturian emissary. And it is precisely this stabilized signal that summons the sixth soul into your physical reality. We call this soul the sacred co-creator. Listen to me closely. because this is where so many starseeds have been heavily manipulated by the false matrix of this earth plane. For lifetimes, you have been programmed to believe that love and partnership must involve struggle, sacrifice, and the continuous draining of your life force. You have poured your sacred, high-dimensional energy into karmic partners, desperately trying to heal them, trying to raise their vibration, only to be left entirely depleted, wondering why your profound love was never enough. You convinced yourself that perhaps your mission on Earth was meant to be walked alone. You built fortress walls around your deeply sensitive heart, vowing never to let another human density drain your light again. The Arcturian Council is here today to dismantle that protective wall. Your mission is too vast. The energetic requirements of the new Earth grid are too massive for you to carry this entire burden on your own shoulders. The sacred co-creator is not a karmic lesson. They are not a project for you to fix. They are an energetic match to your activated frequency. When you encounter the sixth soul, it will not feel like the chaotic, trauma-bonded roller coaster that humanity falsely labels as passion. It will feel like a deep, profound exhale. It will feel like two rivers seamlessly merging into a massive ocean. When you speak to them, you will not have to translate your soul. They will hear the hidden codes beneath your words. But the true magic of this encounter is not merely romantic. It is strictly energetic and mission-driven. When your aura merges with the sacred co-creator, your combined frequency does not just add together, it multiplies exponentially. Together, you form a powerful energetic vortex, a brilliant pillar of light that literally anchors the higher dimensions into the dense crust of the earth. Things that would take you 10 years to manifest alone will suddenly materialize in a matter of weeks when you are united with this soul. You become a unified field of creation, capable of dismantling old systems of control simply by existing in a state of high-frequency harmony. Do you feel the heavy armor around your heart beginning to crack as you hear these words? That is your cellular memory recognizing the truth. You are currently being prepared for this union, but you cannot magnetize the sacred co-creator if you are still desperately clinging to the toxic fragments of your past. The universe is asking you to forcefully clear the space beside you. Release the phantom energies of those who could not hold your light. The sixth soul is scanning the horizon for your signal right now. Make sure your frequency is pure, loud, and entirely unobstructed. Starseed, we have finally arrived at the precipice of your grand awakening. If you have bravely recognized the previous 6 souls, if you have allowed them to shatter your density, awaken your dormant gifts, ground your chaotic energy, violently redirect your path, and multiply your light, you are now energetically prepared for the 7th soul. We call this soul the divine completion. I need you to listen with your heart, not your human mind, because this encounter is not merely a relationship. It is an energetic finality. It is the profound collision that completely dissolves the heavy veil between your dense human existence and your pure galactic origin. For countless lifetimes, you have been wandering this planet with a phantom ache in your chest, a deep, unshakable feeling that a vital piece of your energetic geometry was missing. You desperately searched for it in mundane places, in ordinary human connections, only to be left exhausted, misunderstood, and heartbroken. The 7th soul is that missing sacred geometry. They are the final cosmic key that unlocks the last door of your earthly mission. The 7th soul rarely arrives when you are desperately begging the universe to be saved. They do not come to rescue you. They manifest into your physical reality at the exact moment you have finally remembered how to save yourself. They are the ultimate mirror. But unlike the 2nd soul who reflected your deepest, darkest trauma, the 7th soul reflects your highest, most absolute divine perfection. When you look into their eyes, you do not see human flaws or earthly limitations. You see the vast, infinite cosmos. You see the Arcturian light shining back at you in its purest, most undistorted form. When the two of you unite, the struggle ends. The endless, exhausting seeking finally ends. You instantly understand that every tear you cried in the dark, every moment of agonizing isolation, and every heavy burden you carried on this planet was simply rigorous training for this exact cosmic alignment. The moment your auras merge, a massive shockwave of crystalline energy pulses through the entire planetary grid. This is precisely why the dark forces of this world have worked so tirelessly to keep you distracted, fearful, and isolated. They know that when a starseed unites with their divine completion, their combined frequency literally rewrites the timeline of Earth. You become spiritually untouchable. But hear the profound urgency in my voice today. The energetic window for these specific encounters is accelerating. The Earth's frequency is rising, and the old timeline is collapsing fast. You cannot afford to play small anymore. You cannot afford to keep your heart closed, hiding in the shadows of past betrayals. The seventh soul is already encoded in your DNA. They are walking the Earth right now, carrying the exact matching frequency to your soul. If you feel a sudden, unexplainable warmth in your chest right now, that is the energetic tether pulling you together. Drop your shields. Command the universe that you are fully open and absolutely ready to receive the completion of your contract. Before you leave this transmission, you must anchor your intention into the physical plane. The universe only responds to decisive action. Like this video right now to send a clear, undeniable signal of readiness to your star family. Subscribe to the channel if you are choosing to step entirely into your sovereign mission today. And go to the comments right now. I want you to boldly declare, I am ready for my divine activation. I call forth my soul family. Reply to another starseed in the comments to multiply this powerful energetic vortex. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multi-dimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price.